Hi friends, myself Rohini, English teacher from Government High School, Srinivas Sadgi. I want to discuss 10th standard English poem Grandma Climbs a Tree. Grandma Climbs a Tree is a poem written by Ruskin Bond. First of all, we should know about the poet. He was born in Kasauli in 1934. He wrote his first novel, The Room on the Roof, when he was 17 and has written more than 30 books for children. His works are The Room on the Roof, Small Towns, Big Stories, White Clouds, Green Mountains, A Song of Many Rivers. Grandma Climbs a Tree shows Ruskin Bond's great ability to enjoy unusual events and actions. Now we shall discuss about the poem Grandma Climbs a Tree. My grandmother was a genius. You would like to know why? Because she could climb trees spreading or high. She would be up their branches in a trice, and mind you, when last she climbed a tree, she was 62. Ever since childhood, she would had this gift for being happier in a tree than in a lift. You see here, why high, you too, gift, lift. These are called rhyming words. In this stanza, poet called his grandmother genius. Genius means ಅಸಾಧಾರಣವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆ. Why the poet called his grandmother genius? Because she could climb trees spreading or high, and when she was at the age of 62, so poet called his grandmother genius. And though as years went by, she would be told that climbing trees she should stop when one grew old, and that growing old should be gone about gracefully. She would laugh and say, well, I will grow disgracefully, I can do it better. And we had to agree, for in all the garden there wasn't a tree. See here, told, old, agree, tree. These are the rhyming words. In this stanza, the family members and neighbors advised her to stop that climbing a tree, but she didn't agree with them. She hadn't been up at one time or another, having learned to climb from a loving brother when she was 6, but it was feared by all that one day she had have a terrible fall. The outcome was different while we were in town. She climbed a tree and couldn't come down. Another brother, all fall, town down. These are the rhyming words in this stanza. She learned climbing a tree from her loving brother when she was 6 years old. One day she climbed up a tree, but she couldn't come down. After the rescue, the doctor took Granny's temperature and said, I strongly recommend a quiet week in bed. See here, said bed. These are the rhyming words. We sighed up with relief and tucked her up well. Poor Granny, for her it was like a brief season in hell, confined to her bedroom while every breeze whispered of a summer and dancing leaves. Well, hell, breeze, leaves. These are the rhyming words. After rescue, doctor recommended her a 1-week bed rest, but she felt it was like a brief season in hell. You see here in this sentence, there is a figure of a speech. It is a simile. ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಏನಂದರೆ ಅವಳು ಆ ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ 1 ವಾರ ಕಳೆಯೋದು ಅಂದರೆ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಹೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ, ನರಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಂತೆ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ two things are compared directly, so we call it simile. See here next, but she had held her peace till she felt stronger. Then she sat up and said, I will be here no longer. And she called for my father and told him, undaunted, that a house in a treetop was what she now wanted. Stronger, longer, undaunted, wanted. These are the rhyming words. When she become cure, at that time she recommended, she demanded a treetop house to her son. My dad knew his duties. He said, that's all right. You will have what you want, dear. I will start work tonight. Right tonight. These are rhyming words. See here, grandma's son, it means poet's father was a dutiful person. So he agreed to her mother's wish, her mother's demand. With my expert assistance, he soon finished the chore, made her a tree house with windows and a door. With the help of poet, his father, he was ready to fulfill her wishes. So Granny moved up, and now every day I climb to her room with glasses and a tray. The poet's father was a dutiful person. He fulfills her wish, and Granny lived there happily. At that time, poet climbed to her room with the glasses and a tray. She sits there in state and drinks sherry with me. With me means with the poet, upholding her right to reside in a tree. See here, everyday tray, me tree. These are the rhyming words. It's a poem. Sherry means yellow or brown colored wine. Upholding means making clear to the world. You see here, for the examination purpose, I want to discuss 10 points for the 4 marks question. You should write this much only. And listen the 10 points clearly. Poet calls his grandmother as a genius. She learnt climbing trees at the age of 6 by brother. Even at the age of 62, she could climb trees. Family members and neighbors advised her to stop climbing trees. One day she climbed the tree but couldn't come down. After rescue, doctor recommended her a bed rest for a week. Spending a week in a room was like a hell for Granny. She demanded a treetop house. The poet's father was dutiful. Her son built a treetop house. The poet and his father fulfilled her wish. Granny lived there happily. Okay, thank you. I wish all of you like this video. Thank you.